We live?
Hey yo. Yeah. Me and my niggas, we was raised up in Babylon. Let me tell you about this road that we travel on. Gotta be patient, cause the battle long is man is strong. Yeah, right with the hand of God. Me and my niggas, we was raised up in Babylon. Let me tell you about this road that we travel on. Gotta be patient, cause the battle long is man is strong. Yeah, right with the hand of God. I'm surrounded by Gentile sinners. They work for the reptiles. That the shit is wild. Wow. It's like X-Files. The shit is vile. Disgusting. I'm about to switch up my style. My shorty mad at me. What a catastrophe. It's still all hail King Selassie, your majesty. Certified street scholars. You know my faculty. We don't seek dollars, but deep knowledge our salary. I got a message for the man then. What up? Y'all like chopping, I like planting. My bars will fry you up like plantain. My brother light you up like a lantern. Hit him in the head, leave him pomegranate. That's for acting savage like Ashkenazis in caverns. Peace to the orphans in Uganda. Might adopt a few once I get my bands up. Yeah, I be a god, but I move like a Mansa. King. Don't take nothing for granted. My mind's deeper than Atlantis. I'm so high with the stars and the planets. Universe. And yo, what I told the youth them? Yo, what? Stop all the shooting. Your mind, body, and soul, you're polluting. I had to cut off meat, dairy products, and the gluten. Yo, cut that. I feel like Bob Marley burning and looting. These rappers be absurd with delusion. Rasta and 5%er, I be a fusion. Knowledge we consuming, we done with confusion. Let's get it. Me and my niggas, we was raised up in Babylon. Let me tell you about this road that we travel on. Gotta be patient, cause the battle long is man is strong. Yeah, right with the hand of God. Me and my niggas, we was raised up in Babylon. Let me tell you about this road that we travel on. Gotta be patient, cause the battle long is man is strong. Yeah, right with the hand of God.
A young vagabond raised up in Babylon. I travel on like Voodoo Anton, walk like a champion. Action, man, no time for no distractions. My laser focus keep me on levels I can't be on. All praises due to the most highs I carry on. Killing every idol, I murder your whole pantheon. Babylon is falling, the signs can't be wrong. In these last days and times, these rhymes and these songs reflect the current state of affairs now and beyond. Corrupt leaders leading the youth to self-destruct. Select few OGs left there to help them up. The rest in soul, they soul and they coach out for a buck. That's why I stay away from them, cause I know the day coming when there's no escaping the truth. Wait for it, I wait for it with you, my nigga, cause I ain't going nowhere. Inshallah, real niggas never die.
Me and my niggas, we was raised up in Babylon. Let me tell you about this road that we travel on. Gotta be patient, cause the battle long is man is strong. Yeah, right with the hand of God.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace.
Peace to man, woman, and child. Peace to the gods and the earths. Welcome to another great episode of Messiah Talkz Podcast. I'm your almighty host, Action Man, aka the spiritual scientist. And alongside my good brothers.
Bamboo, Twigs, The Essence.
Yeah. Also, Mastermind in the background, making sure everything is technical. Yeah. Making sure everything is right and exact.
All praises due.
Word. What's the word, man? How you been, guy?
Been all right. I was sick for a few days, but starting to feel better, you know what I'm saying?
All praises due.
All praises due, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. What a week, huh? What a week.
We had a great week.
Yeah, we had a great week, man.
Other than that.
Tell us about the week, guy.
Well, we got to meet the God Killer Priest and Lord Fury. They pulled up to our studio. And we got a song, we got a feature in.
Coming soon.
Saying? That's pretty much the biggest news, as well as we got to open up for him as well.
Indeed. Indeed.
It's pretty much the highlight of my week.
What happened? You got a guess? He's
Guest
on?
is here?
Yo, listen, before you bring him on, well, you could bring him on, but yeah, man,
Peace.
peace to ACE, man. How you, God?
What's
Peace,
going
Lord.
on with y'all? Peace with y'all, man. What's good with the brothers? How y'all out there in Montreal, man? What's good with you? Peace and
Yeah,
blessings,
man.
man.
We here, man. We just started the show. We a bit late, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to touch on a few things before we introduce you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We run a bit late, but I wanted to say that. This shit drive me crazy. Okay. What's up?
I can't even see you, man.
Oh, you can't see me?
Nah.
Yo, how we fix that? You can't see us. Well, while he figure that out, you know what I'm saying? I want to touch on a few things, man.
For
I want
sure.
to say peace to the whole nation of God's on the earth, man. I just want to say that because
God on the
peace
earth.
to God and
word,
earth.
man.
Yeah.
I love the gods, you know?
you know?
I appreciate the
I
gods,
appreciate the
man.
gods, man. Yeah, man, because they got that wisdom and knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when people really start to do the research on, more the biblical aspect and more beyond that, they start to understand the truth, the sciences, you know what I mean, the different dimensions of life, and that we're more than human.
Exactly. But it's more of yeah, this shit drive me crazy. Man. Yo, you got headphones on?
Nah.
Hold on, man. This shit driving me fucking crazy, nigga, man. Yo, Ace, you got earphones or headphones?
You just said no.
Nah, he ain't got that, bro.
I only got the mixing headphones, you know.
Oh, you got the mixing headphones?
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's good enough, though,
That's
if you don't mind.
All right, hold on. Let me see what's up.
No doubt.
We hear something?
Huh?
That's why we hear ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Okay. That would be better if you could fix that. Well.
But yeah, man, I just want to touch on yeah, bro. You know, it's more better when that knowledge itself is made manifest. It's one thing to have knowledge itself. It's another thing to be true and living. You know, it's a difference between knowing the path and walking it.
Indeed.
And I love to walk the path with those that walk the path.
Right.
I love
you can
that
hear me
shit.
better?
I love that shit. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay. Can you hear us? Yeah. You ain't hearing no feedback, are you?
No feedback. But I hear myself though.
That's off your own mic,
That pisses me off. But we're gonna fix all of that. You know, this is only episode 9. You know what I'm saying? Episode born.
Hey, yo,
It's fucking crazy.
Episode 9, that's almost near the double digits right there, man.
Indeed, we reaching up there. Man. I want to give a major shout out. Hold on, before we go any further, I want to give a major shout out. I need everybody to go check out the Killer Priest podcast, especially last night's episode or 2 nights ago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Killer Priest of God. Shout out to Lord Fury. Shout out to DJ Merciless. Check out Moon Crickets. Speaking of Moon Crickets, you get a chance to check that out, God?
Nah, man, I was running around. Daughter and all that work, it was crazy, bro.
No doubt. Check that out when you get a chance, though, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out when we get done with this tonight.
Word up. Moon Crickets, step in the arena,
Yeah, I got the link. I just gotta put, look at it. I just been wilding.
I feel you, God. I feel you all busy, especially in these days and times, you know?
Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on. Like, that's all I could tell you, bro. You just gotta stay strong, keep on pushing, you feel me?
Indeed, God. So why don't you, let's start by introducing yourself, tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you is and what you do.
Okay. Peace and blessings to the earths and the gods out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My boy, Thug Minded and Bamboo Twigs, we go back a little bit. Me and Bamboo Twigs, we just met up through the good brother Thug Minded. And shout out to Latin Pain too, man. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
You know,
Latin Pain indeed.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, shout out to Killer Priest. You know what I mean? Congratulations to you brothers for that opening too. I mean, that shit's dope. That's what
Appreciate you.
I mean, and Lord Fury too. Peace and blessings to the good, to the God. You feel me? But I'm Mark Craft Immaculate from Brick City, North New Jersey. You know what I mean? So I've been in this game since I was like 15, man. You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of shit from the underground and, you know, to the industry, you know, and got my perspectives of it. Been through my shit, you feel me? But, you know, I got music out everywhere, you know. I'm one of the smart artists who, you know, license their music and register it to make sure that I get my royalties off of it. You know,
That's
these are a lot.
That's wise.
No, go ahead, member. No, go ahead, brother. It's
No, all I said was
That's wise.
Yeah, oh, okay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That, and that's what a lot of artists are not really thinking about, you know what I mean? Certain things like that. You feel what I'm saying? To, you know, enable that you know, you're doing it for the love of it and you're doing it for the art, but at the same time, it costs to make that art. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So you are the one who needs to see those, you know, refunds of money.
I gotta look out for my investment, man.
Right. Yeah, you are your investment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these artists are starting to learn now, that you don't need the label. You know what I mean? But
that's what the youth know. These new young bucks coming up, they know that shit.
Yeah. And some of the artists back then even knew it. That's why they say, look at Master P. You know what I mean? You know, no limit. Independent, you know what I mean? Some cats knew it back then, but it was very few. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's at a massive standpoint. You know, but you know, I stayed underground. You know, I dibbled and dabbled between the East and the West. You know, meeting people and folks. You know what I mean? Doing music with some. You know what I mean? Opening for some. You know what I mean? Just parlay politicking and learning from some. You know, studio sessions, all types of shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I just grind. I shoot videos now. I've been doing that for the last, you know, few years. Engineer, produce. Yeah, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, you know what I mean?
You sent us some fire. Matter of fact, like I told you, but everything you sent us is fire. I ain't heard it, but I already know it's fire. And like I told you, Lord Fury jumped on one of your joints that I wrote on called Reptilian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a major project too. All produced by ACE, you heard?
Yeah, that's mad love. You know, I told you I appreciate it, man. You know, it's like I'm willing to work with whoever's willing to work. You know what I mean?
Love, God.
You know, so it's like peace. You know what I mean? So it's like I see y'all grind. I see y'all with it. You got the Black Messiah Podcast now. You know what I mean? You know, I've been seeing you guys grow. You know, especially you, Thug Minded. You already know. You know? So
I appreciate you. Hey, yo, matter of fact, take the time to hit that subscribe button. You know, hit the like button. Comment, share. Do all that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a reject, you
heard? Yeah, bro. But you know what I mean? Besides that, you know what I mean? I just, you know, I work with people who want to work. You know what I'm saying? I produce, I engineer, mix, master. I shoot videos. I still do music myself when I'm in the mood for it now, because, you know, I'm at a point, you know, my peers and y'all know I ain't really going to too much like that no more like that. You know,
you got a lot of experience and a lot of insight on the industry, bro. I want to touch on that, you know what I'm saying? But first, before we get to that, I want to make sure people go follow you. You know what I'm saying? We got his information, his IG underneath his screen right there. Also, I want the audience to go check out MTLstreets.com for Thank you so much, man. You just fixed. Oh no, never mind. But yeah, go check out MTLstreets.com. Go check out. Oh, that's way better, man.
Because I'm muting it, that's why.
Oh, I love. Yeah, thank you, man. Salute. Yo, go check out MTLstreets.com. for all your latest updates on what's going on in the Montreal entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Go check out thugminded.com. Go get yourself a beanie. Bamboo Twigs album just dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's on all platforms, and we also got the physical copies. Hit them
Grand
up.
Rising.
Yeah, hit them up on the DMs to get your copy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fully produced by Nicholas Craven. You know what I'm saying? Go get yourself a snapback. You know what I'm saying? Support the machine and do all that fly shit, man. Don't be a reject. You heard?
Word.
Now, tell us about your industry travels, bro, because I know you've been to the East Coast, West Coast. You was the Bay Area. You was in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? I was out in Los Angeles myself. I know the weather is beautiful, but I know the people could be a little bit funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes, you know what I mean? I'll put it like this, you got good folks everywhere, you got bad folks everywhere. I mean, it's just the energies that you interact with and you choose to interact with. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, no matter where you at, you know what I mean, energy could tell all. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you know, I got love for mad folks in between, you know, home, which is, you know, Jersey and East Coast, and I mean, and my second home, you know, was Oakland. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's where I was, you know, for these past like 6 years. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you know, I come in the East Coast, you know, I started off, like I told you, when I was like, you know, young. You know what I mean? So I did my first official show when I was like 17. So it was out here in a place called like Brokers and EO. You know what I mean? So I was like a kid and performing in front of adults. My homeboy got arrested. So my boy Jason, he passed away. You know what I mean, through an altercation with some artists in New York at the fucking Madison Square Garden at the China Club that was called at the time.
Sympathies, brother.
Yeah. Condolences. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I think I shared this with Latin Paint too. You know what I mean, so but yeah, you know, he was pretty much like my guardian because he was A&R for Def Jam. You know what I mean? Or no, I'm sorry, for Sony. Right? So, you know, he told me the usual shit. Nah, don't go to the bar, don't drinking, none of that shit. You know what I mean? So come here, you gonna perform. And I sold my tickets like the first 2 days that he gave them to me, and then he was like, yo, I got grown ass men that, you know what I mean, can't even get me money back within a week, and you come in 2 days, yo, I'll tell you what, every time you do a show, you keep the money.
That's love right there.
You feel me? That was my first, like, you know, that was my big homie, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, how we lost him, it was crazy, and, you know, it was a small world, because he was dating my pastor's daughter. So when he passed, that's how I found out, through the sermon.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, that was a blow for me, you know, at that point in time. But I kept going, you know what I mean? Started getting a little notability throughout the area, you know, in Irvington, EO, Elizabeth, you know, Newark, you know, Linden and all that, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, doing hooks and stuff for people, you know what I mean? And cats started hearing me, comparing me to Nate Dogg.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But, you know, I say that humbly because, you know, that's a legend, you know what I mean? And to, you know, even be mentioned in his, you know, the same breath as, you know, a Nate Dogg, you know, who's gave us so much to the game. Indeed. You know, that you know, that right there is just, you know, an accomplishment. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I got notability throughout the place, you know, started linking up with people that saw me performing. I was doing underground shows, All Stars, Elizabeth, you know, Dolce's, or right there on Broad Street. I mean, like, I was going all over, man. I would start, you know what I mean? So I came across, you know, this cat named Vlad, you know what I mean? Not Mad Vlad, not the one y'all know, but my boy Vlad, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's when, you know, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to, you know, invest in a show with you. He was like, who you want to do the show with? Reached out to my connects in New York, my homeboy Mel in Brooklyn. And I was like, yo, Mel, I'm going to do a show with Styles. How much is Styles?
Hold on, this ain't Mel. This ain't Mel. Murder Mel Matrix.
Oh, no. My boy DJ Mel. He called Mello. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like he a promoter. He do his thing out there in Brooklyn, man. you know, doing some big shows out there with, you know, a lot of celebrities, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And doing opening acts for the artists, you know, to open up for. But yeah, I did my first major show with him and Vado. You know what I mean?
That's peace.
Yeah, so you know that show kind of went left. It was crazy, but
Word.
Word.
but you know what I mean. But it was peace. You know what I mean. So he showed love, and you know what I mean. And but for the most part, yeah, I made a call to him, and you know what I mean. He set the meeting up with Styles, and Styles didn't do a show in New York City in a few years. You know, before we had decided to, you know, do business with him, and his camp agreed. You know what I mean? And so that was major right there. And then we got a Club Rebel, which it was, you know, it's renamed now, but it was right around the corner from Madison Square. That was the place where we booked it. You know, it wound up being on a Sunday night, and even on the Sunday night, 200 people came out. So, yeah, it was. They got videos on YouTube of it. You know what I'm saying? Still so many videos of it that night. Crazy artist performances, Styles performances. You know what I mean? Different camera companies, all that. You know what I mean? But you know, it was an eventful night. He rocked out. He was supposed to be there for a few songs, but he rocked out more than the songs. That, you know what I mean?
That's real.
That's real.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Everything was cool. Everything was peace. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the brother for that. And then
He's a real one, man. He's all over Moon Cricket album. You know what I mean? All over. And he showed mad love to. He got mad love for the Moon Crickets, man. He's showing mad love to these brothers, DJ Merciless and Lord Fury and Killer Priest, and you know what I mean?
yeah, Ghost of
He's vegan too.
Yeah, man. Pharmacy for life and all that.
Got the juice bar, you know what I'm saying? He showed you got to eat and drink healthy, man. You know what I mean?
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat, right?
Yeah, you know, but Ghost is cool, you know, OG is cool, you know what I'm saying? He was very professional, you know what I'm saying? And he rocked the crowd, you know what I mean? That was a, you know, memorable night. You know what I mean? That was like 2013. You know what I mean? So you know what it is, man, you know, always. But, you know, I was linking up with them, then did a show with Sheik, brought him out to Jersey to Essex County College. You know what I mean? And at that time, no gangster rapper was being booked in a college. You feel me? So I, you know, defeated that feat. Wow. You know what I mean? And, you know, it was raining so bad that night, he didn't get to perform. The artist still got to meet him, you know, got their picks. You know what I mean? They meet and greets. You know what I mean? Even though, you know, the show had to be cut short. But he was a professional. He came out. He showed love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? They shut the shit down before some bullshit. The college shut it down. I guess they saw it start getting too live. We had ODB's, I think, nephew and some of the younger generation in the Wu was there. At that time, I remember that shit because the microphone was missing after the show.
Yo, Rising Power, old dirty bastard. You heard? A-Song Unique.
Word up. Peace of the gods, man. You know what I mean? But they was cool, man. They rocked out. But, you know, I guess they was, you know, everybody was upset the show had got cut short, but everybody met Sheik, though. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah.
That's peace.
You know what I mean? Their managers was cool, Butch. You know what I'm saying? Lamont, you know what I mean? Hit, you know what I mean? They was cool, you know what I'm saying? They handled biz, you know what I mean? Everything went smooth. You know what I mean? But,
That's what's up. Give me a second. I'm gonna get right back to you. Yo, Mastermind, can we do something about the background? Get a rotation going on in the background. Yeah, get a rotation going on.
It's like I think
he's talking about.
No, this background right here.
You want to change the background?
Yeah, just keep a rotation as per usual. Appreciate you, sir. Mastermind.
I still can't see y'all.
Yeah, I know, man. We fixing it, man. We had the same problem with Latin Pain, man. I apologize to Latin Pain.
Latin Pain couldn't see us?
Latin Pain couldn't see us, man. Apologize to Latin Pain. I apologize to my guests. ACE, you know what I'm saying? We building this while flying it, guys. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig, bro.
But we'll be better next episode. We fucking with the StreamYard next episode, man. This fucking streaming out here, like my man Mastermind said, is more for gaming and Twitch and all that other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what I mean? But hey, you do what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got it on, you know what I mean? It's all good. Y'all see me, the public see me, so
If you want to see us, you can plug into the YouTube.
You could just
I don't know if you got a laptop or whatever. You can
nah, I'm on the phone right now.
Yeah, for now,
it's just
you know, as long as we can hear each other,
basically, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's all good. I ain't tripping.
Love
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, Lord.
So yeah, man, let's get into
Appreciate
this good shit, man. Anything else you want to add on before we get into the meat and potatoes, brother?
You know what I mean? But, you know, just finish it off. You know, I made some major connects over here in the East, went out to the West, you know, messing with the OGs.
Definitely,
Yeah, I mean, and, you know, peace and rest in peace to Coolio. First and foremost, OG was Coolio.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? He showed me.
Takes a thief.
Yeah, man.
That album
was a
low-key
Dangerous.
classic.
That single, Dangerous Minds, just still to this day.
Dangerous Minds,
indeed.
That too. But his first album, It Takes a Thief, when I was 13, you know what I'm saying, 14, going to high school and shit, that was my daily intake, man. Daily. You know what I'm saying? It Takes a Thief. You know what I mean? Great album.
Yeah, it was a great album. Plus, you know, all the work he did, you know, with, you know, Keenan and Kel. And, you know what I mean? Remember when they had their show on Nickelodeon, he doing the intro.
He was on Hollywood Squares too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think he probably was, but yo, he been everywhere, man. He was everywhere, man. Yeah, straight up, you know what I mean? But, you know, man, you know, cats, you know, like JD, you know, Lynch Mob, MC8, Most Wanted, you know what I mean? Homies, you know what I mean? So, you know, BG Knockout, you know what I mean? Corrupt, you know what I mean? Yeah, the homie Westlife, he shoot everybody videos out there.
Salute to
Ray West.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Chill, you know what I mean?
Word up.
And who else? Who else out there? I think that's pretty much everybody. Yeah, my homie Bailey. You know what I mean? What's good with him?
Oh, we can't forget about Catastrophe, man.
Yo, that's what, me and him was talking the other day, man. Yo, shout out to Tosh, yo, for real. I mean, we got something in the works, man. I mean, God bless him.
He a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he doesn't really know his true legendary value, like, you know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he a legend, man. I feel like he need to be celebrated more, man.
But you know what it is, though, about Tosh is that what separates him from other artists is that he doesn't rap about, you know, gangster shit. He just raps about cool shit.
Having a good time. Always
a good time MC, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But he could get lyrical on you, though. Don't get it fucked up.
If you're doing a song with Raekwon, Rap Life, you gotta be somewhat motherfucking lyrical, man.
Yeah, bro. Like Tasha Beats, he can spit flat, spit fast, spit slow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got it. I mean, but yeah, you know, shout out to the big bro.
Yeah, salute to Tash, man, and the whole Alcoholics, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I'm saying, for showing me love, you know what I'm saying, rocking the snapback and all that, Thug Minded Worldwide. So we forever have love for our legends out here, you heard?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he did show love with that, so that was dope too, man.
Indeed,
Word up. So he a real one. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know, shout out to my other homies out there in the West too. My boy Norm Dog, you know what I'm saying? He just one of the homies out there in Sacramento and all that. Shout out to China Bo. You know, shout out to all my folks in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? You know, all my family, all my cousins and shit. You know what I mean? My cousin Dennis, Spice One, all of them. What's good with y'all?
You low key a bridge builder yourself, God. I mean, you unite in us, man. You know what I'm saying? I play my part in uniting our people, but I see you playing a major part in uniting our people too, man. Under this real hip hop shit, you know what I mean?
Well,
salute you for that.
In what aspect?
What do you mean?
Like what do you mean? Like how much?
You got your links in the East Coast, West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You linking all that together, bro. Same I'm doing with the States, France, fucking anywhere that's
Canada.
A real hip hop, nigga. We gotta unite. You know what I'm saying? Unity is power. So I see you doing that on your side, and I salute that, you heard?
Yeah, you know, it's but you know, it's easier said than done.
Tell me about it.
It's a fact. Because at the end of the day, bro, I need to roll one for this. It's starting to get,
do your thing. I'm about to roll up myself.
Word up, but no, I mean, it's easier said than done because you gotta understand. It's like this is what the topic we're going to talk about tonight. I know you said that already, but it's leaking into like spirits, demons, jealousy, envy. Not even just that. It's just that, sometimes it's just, how can I explain it? It's just certain energy.
If I may, it's not all of us that know who we are, man. Some of us is acting other than what we truly are, man.
That's a fact.
Which is jealousy and envy and all those other low spiritual vibrations you just named. You know what I mean? But if cats knew who they really were, if niggas knew who they really were, they wouldn't act like that, God. They would act more godly. They would act more civilized. But I guess that could be a different topic for another day, you know what I'm saying? But or we could get into it now. It's however you want, you know what I'm saying, proceed.
So, ain't no scripts, man.
Ain't no scripts, but I definitely wanted to get into King Solomon.
Yeah, you go. I mean, we can get into it. Let's get into it. Let's knock it up. How you want to start it?
When you think about it, like you said, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you gotta understand, like, when you listen to the story of King Solomon and read the Testament, and the thing is, I was already looking up the Testament of Solomon before you sent me that PDF file.
So you've been reading up on the shit I sent you, though.
Yeah, man. But I've been knowing most of that you were sending me. So it's like I needed reassurance. You know what I mean? So, and then, we could also get into the book of Enoch, but that's for another one. But yeah. And then we could get into the 30 plus books of the lost pages of the Bible and the book of Eden. But then we go also get into that. Yeah, we can get into that later.
Indeed.
But know that first and foremost, people, King David was real.
Say that, God. Say that.
King David, King of Israel, was real.
I also want to just interject real quick to cut your wisdom before you keep going. The Portuguese, I'm not sure if it was in the early 1500s or the late 1400s, they found King David II. I'm going to repeat. They found King David II ruling Israel, the kingdom of Israel, in Africa, bro. They found him. There's a YouTube video out there. They found King David II ruling the kingdom of Israel from Africa. You know what I'm saying? So King David is real, bro.
The only way King David could happen that is if Solomon had him. Because King David was Solomon's father.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? So he was the next ruler of Israel after King David. Yep. So maybe King David II was one of Solomon's children.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah. You feel me? Because he loved his father too. So, you know what I mean? And his father loved God, but when they both fell out of favor with God, and, other shit transpired.
Matter of fact, His Imperial Majesty King Selassie is a direct descendant of King Solomon, yo.
Didn't know that.
Hail him,
Ooh.
Okay.
Hell. But, I'm going to look into that too. You send me some information on that.
I will, Rob.
But, for the most part, yeah. So let's know that King David was real and King Solomon was real. So, all that stuff where people were, trying to discredit the Bible and all that, or the Quran, because the Quran also recognizes King Solomon.
Absolutely.
The Torah and Judaism still recognizes King Solomon.
Factual.
But in Rome, when you go back to the ADs around 700, I think who was ruling at the time, was it Caesar or Pilate? Pilate destroyed a whole bunch of Bibles that had the original, all the scripts and all the writings of it in it.
I think it was Caesar.
I think it was Caesar.
I think it was either Caesar, but it maybe have been Pilate.
I can't call it.
I can't call it.
Pompous Pilate.
Mm.
But either or. But it was the Romans who destroyed the Bible.
Mhm.
And that's where they have the books of Eden and the lost books of the Bible. Because you have
Vatican.
Jeremiah,
Vatican.
Isaiah. Well, Isaiah is in most of them, but you have Jeremiah. Then you have, I just Googled all of them. It's like over 30-something books missing.
I got them all.
I got them all if you need them.
Apocrypha, if that's what you're talking about. I got the Apocrypha.
All of them. I need those.
I got you.
I got
You
you.
already know.
You already know. Say less.
I need those. But you know, back to Solomon though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Solomon had talked to God twice in his dreams. Right? If I'm starting too fast. Maybe I didn't
go in, man.
Go in, man.
All right, cool. So Solomon had God talk to him twice in his dreams, 2 times. One time, he had asked God had came to him, and he said, "What do you want, King?" He was like, "I want nothing of the earth, but I want the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to protect and do better for my people."
Peace to the great
Peace to
King
the
Solomon.
great King Solomon, yo.
Peace. But so God still blessed him with all the riches and gold, the throne, the kingdom.
Power.
The
I
power.
want to interject real quick, respectfully, God, because in the Bible it says, you know, when wisdom comes, you know, they speak of wisdom like she's a female. You know, they say that when wisdom comes, she comes with riches in her right hand and everlasting life in her left hand. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom is definitely what it is, what we need to be seeking after. You know what I'm saying? Because all the riches that the people really want and running after and chasing after, it really come with wisdom. And also the wisdom to manage those riches. You know, a lot of people win the lottery and they just fucking go broke after a year. That money could sometimes kill you if you don't know how to, you know, manage it wisely. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I just wanted to interject that.
Oh, yes, sir. For sure. And that's why God still gave Solomon the riches of gold, because he had the wisdom.
Right.
He asked for that first, and he knew, and God knew his heart and knew he wasn't lying. So he said, okay, I'm going to give you that. And then the second time he comes into Solomon's dream, he asked God, could he help him? Because he had a servant that was working for him that kept on getting sicker and thinner by the day. But he was feeding him and paying him double. So he asked his servant, why are you still coming in looking like this after I pretty much, I pay you double, I'll give you food. Oh, King, I believe that is a demon that is sucking my thumb at night and draining my energy and my blood.
Faggot ass demon.
Yeah. Orneus. Orneus. That's just the demon's name. But
What's his name?
What's his name?
Orneus.
Horny.
You faggot ass demon.
Or Orneus.
Orneus. Okay.
Yeah. So, and long story short, Solomon goes and prays to God. He asks him how to help. Long story short, God sends him a Pentalpha.
Break that down. What is that?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Pentalpha.
We can't. Yeah.
Is that a 5-pointed star or a 6-pointed star?
Yeah, put it more in the camera, Lord.
Yeah, cause we can't. Yeah.
Nah, the other way.
Yeah, more towards this way. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still can't see too good because the screen far. But what is that? A 5-pointed star or a 6-pointed star?
It's a 5.
See, that's my question.
See, that's my question.
Was it really? Because listen, when I googled,
And it's not even a
Pentalpha,
star.
Alpha.
And it's not even a star. It's not even a star.
what is it?
What is it?
The Pentalpha is upside down. It's a compass and another compass.
So, but that's the 6-pointed
the
star.
6-pointed star.
That's based
No.
on that's based on sacred geometry.
Sacred geometry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah,
But
The equivalent of those two compasses, which basically is the Freemason sign, right?
hmm
That's the equivalent
That's the
of
equivalent.
the Solomon's seal or the Star of David, which is the 6-pointed star.
right, and that's where it comes from.
Word, because when I googled it, they said that the Pentalpha is either could be a 5-pointed star or a 6-pointed star, but I never heard of that. I always knew the Pentalpha to be a 6-pointed star, just like the seal of Solomon and the Star of David.
Depends, because some people don't consider certain people don't consider it a 6-star because it's like 5 elements of earth, wind, fire, water, and air. So that's why they go by 5.
But I was always taught that 5 was female and 6 was male. You know?
Well, that's the first I'm hearing that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look up that too. But for the most part, that's why I know, because most people will say 5, because that's the reason for what I know is that it's earth, wind, fire, water, and air.
Right, but when you take that,
earth, wind, fire, water, and I forgot.
oh, the 5th one is
the
ether,
5th
bro.
one is ether, bro.
Or love, or whatever.
love,
you
or
call it.
whatever.
It's like whatchamacallit, Captain Planet. You know what I'm saying? The nigga had fire, earth, water, wind, and then you had the little kid with the heart, the love joint, you know what I'm saying? The ether joint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think you probably. I know I'm missing it. It's I already had the earth, but I think it's like.
And it's like
But
the
we'll-
movie
it's
The
like
Fifth
the movie.
Element, man. Y'all remember that movie Fifth Element with Bruce Willis? The 5th element was love. Is when he fell in love with Shorty Wop. That's when the whole shit went down. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Also, I want to touch on that 6-pointed star again, because you know that those two compasses that formed the logo of Freemasonry, right? When you break that down, like when you take it as a shape, like a real sacred geometry shape, that's the 6-pointed star. That's the seal of Solomon, right? And I was always taught, like especially that book I sent you one of those books called Goetia. In that book, they show you how to summon these demons, and they show you how to really like identify them, and you know what they do and stuff like that. So every time they say that every time you need to summon one of these spirits, you have to draw the seal of Solomon on the floor, and it's always the seal of Solomon, always the seal of Solomon. I never see them use the fucking 5-pointed star, the pentagram.
You know, the pentagram.
Right. Yeah, because when you look at it, it is a difference. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you have to look at the difference. But getting into what you said, right? When you go through the Testament of Solomon, it tells you the demons that he went and controlled and put in the temple.
Crazy.
They built the temple.
They did. Because
And in
that
the
was
Quran-
And in the Quran.
Say that again.
Say that again.
that was the intent, to make the demons work for man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And even in the Quran, the demons said that, yo, if we knew he was dead, we would have stopped building that temple. But they never knew he was dead because he died standing up praying on his cane. He was standing up praying on his cane like this.
Solomon?
Yeah, and he died during prayer. Or he transcended.
He
transcended.
Yeah, he transcended because, God was still mad at him.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Break down what happened,
what
you know what I'm
happened.
saying, with his wives and shit. Because he had like 500 wives and 300 concubines, right?
That was a sin to God.
Say that again.
That was a sin to God.
Mm.
It said in Kings of chapter 1, I think verse 11. It told Solomon that no king should multiply thy horses or wives, or multiply their gold by 666.
But hold on. I want to respectfully ask you a question, because I was under the impression that the sin that he did was he worshipped foreign gods. He worshipped idols. Say that again.
It was that and those two things that I mentioned.
Because in the Quran, they say that you can have 4 wives. Matter of fact, they don't say 4, but they say you can have as much as you want as long as you equitable with all of them. And also, what's his name? Prophet Muhammad had a lot of wives too.
But think about this. King David had 1, right?
Did he?
Didn't he?
I can't quote because I know that he at one point he sent that general to the army to get killed and he smashed his wife.
For that one woman. And then his kingdom fell. He wasn't.
And that was Solomon's mother too, right?
I believe so.
It's weird.
So, King David didn't have, I've never heard King David have multiple wives. I've heard Solomon. So God he knew that God didn't approve of that, but God didn't approve of how you went to go get that woman either.
Okay, so let me. Yeah. Because I definitely know for a fact King David was chastised by the Most High for doing what he did, sending that general to the army and smashing his wife. Sending that general to die in a war and smashing his wife. But also, how is that a sin upon King David? If what's his name from the Bible? Isaac. Jacob even Jacob. Jacob had multiple wives. Jacob had 3 wives.
Well, you gotta put it like this. God has certain rules for certain of his followers. Like Noah. Did Noah have multiple wives?
He only had 1.
Okay.
I know that Judah had. It's like a few of them had multiple wives. Some of them didn't,
Them did. Because it depends on how they had their relationship. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I guess you really gotta be a master self if you want to master these wives and master all these other things and master these fucking demons. And if you want to be able to control all this shit, the main thing you gotta learn is how to control yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, once you know how to control yourself, you control the power. But we're gonna get back to we're going off topic. But let's get it. So King Solomon, pretty much, like you said, you use the pentagram because the Pentalpha is that. It's not just a mason. This goes back to Kemetic times.
Absolutely.
In Egypt.
Also, I want to add to that, if I may. They say that even before language existed, they were saying that the original language of human beings is through symbolism. You know what I'm saying? And I know the Masons touch on this a lot. You know what I'm saying? Symbolism. Some people call it the logos. Some people call it the law. Some people call it the word. But before it was anything, it was symbolism. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's some people say it was sign language was the first language.
Symbols, signs.
Yeah, no, I mean sign language.
Like, oh shit. I can't call it.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? It's a lot
because
of
niggas got voice. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got voice, man. Why would I be doing all this shit if I could just scream at you and say, "Hey, what up, though?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but how does sign language come about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess the deaf people. The deaf people. Probably they couldn't communicate. They found a way for them to communicate with their hands, I suppose,
Mm-hmm. I mean, but pretty much like the symbolism. The symbolism You know what I'm saying? That's like, people get caught up in that and all that because they don't really do studies and research on the true meaning of things. You know what I mean? And most of the stuff you can find in the scriptures. So, long story short, you have to use that symbol. Solomon used this symbol to control the demons because God sent it to him through Archangel Michael and said, here, use this to control the demons, the good spirits and the bad spirits. To
That
better
ring.
That ring.
Yes.
Yes, had a
Gold.
ring.
Yes, had a
Do you
ring.
know what was written on the ring?
I believe it was I didn't know if it was words or lettering, but I know it was the Pentalpha.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was written. It was the seal of Solomon on it,
Written on it, yeah.
and it was
Wow.
written,
It
was written
on each
each
angle. It was written the name of the holy God of Israel. Now I don't know if it was Yahweh or I am that I am. I don't know what it was, but the name of the holy God of Israel was on that seal of Solomon on the ring.
Right. So what does that tell you right there? That one, God ordains magic. Only if he gives it to you. And so that's one. Two, and that's my opinion, because that's how I look at it, because when God cast Lucifer and he lost his angelic name and became Satan out of heaven, what do you do when you cast?
He casting a spell.
So he could never come back to heaven again.
Let me ask you a quick question, not to go too left. You believe God is omnipresent? You believe he's everywhere?
Allah is everything. Every universe, every
So
breathing
he's in
cell,
you.
He's
in all things. He's even in the animals that we take light for their intelligence.
Absolutely, but
he's also in us.
Yes, he's definitely in us. He's
feel like
blessed us.
we are his highest
His highest
expression.
Would you agree with that?
On earth?
On earth, yes, because he's favored us for so long. So we're obviously here for some reason.
Created in the image
of the Most High.
Exactly.
Let us create man in our image. Peace.
And then, like I said, we could go back to the Enoch. But we saw in Solomon, but we could go to Enoch. I'm going to go right a little bit.
So good.
We could go to Enoch, who's descendants of who? Anunnaki.
Descendant of
Anunnaki.
Nah, he's ancestor of Noah.
Yeah, but I'm saying they come. The family line comes from the Anunnaki.
Abraham.
Comes from who?
The Anunnaki.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
The Anunnaki.
Oh, that's what you said. You see,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Elohim. Now we're getting into the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
That.
So, but yeah, I'm saying that's a whole different story. But
Indeed.
Enoch is from that line of the Anunnaki.
I would say Elohim.
But
it's still there.
Elohim is part of Anunnaki as far as what they say.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean? But back to Solomon. So like God gave him that power. Long story short, he used it and he got the demons trapped. He built the temple, but then he fell short of God's glory because he was lusting over a woman, and he decided to start praising the god. What was that god?
Pharaoh's daughter.
Moloch.
Yeah. You see, from my understanding, I heard that she tricked him into worshiping one of her gods, the Pharaoh, the daughter of Pharaoh. She tricked Solomon into worshiping one of the gods. Like something about how she told him to come into her tent, and when he got into the tent, she said, "Oh, kill that locust for me." She's scared. She started acting scared. Yo, kill that locust. And when he killed the locust, she said, you just offer the sacrifice to the god Moloch. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of different interpretations out there, but I'm just,
That was after he married her.
Absolutely.
And he pledged and said that he would praise her God. And then that situation happened with the locust. So where he officially praised the God. But she, you know what I mean? He didn't know. But still, you followed after the woman, knowing that she
That was his downfall, man.
And that's a lesson to all you simps out there. You know what I'm saying? That's a lesson to all you simps out there, all you woman worshipers, man. Don't follow woman. Woman is supposed to follow you. You the man, you the leader, you the head. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
There's too many weak ass males out there. And I understand they use your seed against you. They use your seed to try to get the leadership, get to the headship. But never forget who you are, black man. You are the head of the household and you are God of the fucking universe, man. And if y'all want directions, good orderly directions to the 120, holla at us. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But back to the God.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, but for the most part, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he fucked up.
He fucked
You know
up.
what I mean? And then what the crazy part is that the demons were still bottled up. Like you said, they didn't know that he died, right? Because they were still bottled up. They were still building the temple. Yeah, but the reason why they were still building the temple because they were still caged in the places where he could tame them.
He had them bound.
Right.
Because he made a contract with them. He made a verbal contract with them. You know what I'm saying?
And plus, he sealed them with the ring.
But if I'm not mistaken, he sealed them first, and then he said, "Yo, y'all niggas want out? Y'all better motherfucking do everything I fucking say, man." You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna build the temple.
No, he was gonna have them there forever.
Yeah, but the Babylonians dug them up.
But yeah, the ones that got burned to the ground.
That's a fact.
Because they were greedy. They opened up the fucking demons that he destroyed, that he took, and they spread back out through the world.
That's a fact. And I also want to just share this with the people that a lot of people don't know that Aladdin, that's where they got the story from Aladdin, you know? Because Solomon, he locked them all up into a brass vessel that kind of resembles the lamp, the Aladdin lamp, you know what I'm saying? So that when you rub the lamp, the genie come out. But they don't know that a genie is really a jinn. And when you look in the Quran, a jinn is an evil spirit, man.
Yeah, the jinn. Yes, it is.
And he grants you wishes and shit, but in exchange for, you know.
Yeah. So, but Solomon, they couldn't do that with him because he had the power of God through that ring. So
I had dominion.
Yeah, but you fucked up. God gave you everything. He gave you the power. He gave you the money, the riches, everything you didn't ask for, and all you had to do was follow simple instructions.
It's too much, man. It's too much, man. Man had it all.
I mean, you know, it's crazy, but he wasn't a bad man. He wasn't a bad king. He was a great king.
Indeed.
He was the wisest and most fortunate king. People around the world came and asked for his wisdom.
Queen Sheba.
Yes, and understanding. Because he's so wise. But, you know, people don't do the research and things. They believe everything the media points out about things instead of doing your research. You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing your research, you start to learn history better. You start to understand the things that you are afraid to understand because you were taught that, oh, this is the only version. No, it's extended versions that led up to this version, and there's other versions that's missing.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you got to do the research. There's too much technology out here, too much, you know, Google and all that for you not to know and find out and research things like, yo, why don't I ever talk about this? They have found archaeological stuff, that matches certain things.
And also, it's a perfect opportunity for me to plug in the God. I want to call him the God, Dr. Horace Butler. He had a great book called When Rocks Cry Out. You know what I'm saying? And that book talks about how, he found an archaeological burial place for King David. He found an archaeological burial for Adam. He found an archaeological burial place of the man they call Jesus. But the thing that they don't understand and that people overlooked is that this brother did all the research on his own, and he came to find out that the holy city of Jerusalem, where King Solomon ruled from, was really in Peru, South America. I want to encourage people to go check out that book. I don't want to give it all out. I'm not saying the God is 100% right. I'm not saying that he's 100% wrong, but it's definitely worth the research. Go do the knowledge on that book called When Rocks Cry Out.
I'm gonna check that out though. When Rocks Cry Out. But from Jewish original Hebrew text, they said that God told Solomon to build the temple where Adam was made.
That fits exactly what the man was saying.
I mean, so like, where was Adam made? Was it Africa? Was it?
Remember, everything was one at one point.
Right.
South America and Africa was one.
Right.
Everything went together. All the continents were together. It used to be called Pangea. Yeah, I mean, so before the continents broke off into the 7 continents, all the continents were together. It was just a massive earthquake or shiftment of the Earth's core. I mean, the Earth's surface.
Right.
Which separated and broke off everything. So
some people say the continents are coming back together again now.
Well, I would have to see some research for that.
So I don't know how true that is.
Because after years of weather and all that shit, then everything's not gonna fit back together. You know what I mean? Wear and tear. The edges ain't even going to connect together again.
Yeah, but God is almighty though, right?
Oh yeah.
Life to death to life.
Oh yeah. You're definitely right about that. I mean, but some things, even God leaves that.
I guess we all have to just find out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for real, yeah, but at the end of the day, we all know it's going to be a reckoning coming soon. You know what I mean? You see how the world is. You see how the world is going right now, bro. I mean, hey, you see all the sick shit, the shootings that's happening in fucking schools with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you heard that story of that little boy that blasted that teacher in the class?
Nah.
6-year-old boy blasts up the teacher in the class, bro. Yo, shit crazy.
Hey, yeah, this generation is different too. They on all this like medication, Molly's, Ritalin. You know what I mean? All this doctor prescribed shit that fuck with their fucking mental and makes them depressed or suicidal.
All the LGBT motherfuckers confusing them the whole mind state.
Yeah, telling them that it's more than a man and woman. It's just like, everybody believe what they believe, but you're not going to tell me what I see in front of my face. And
yeah, truth is truth, man.
You're not going to spit in my face and tell me it's rain. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta be a fool to believe that shit, man.
Like, for real, you know what I mean? But, everybody, but it also says in the Quran that Allah will increase their sickness. They will not know. They will put a veil over their eyes, and they will never know how to come back to the path, or will they come back to the path? Because he's blinded them. You know what I mean? So some people are meant to be blind. You can't save everybody.
It's like they say in the Bible, they put a veil over the Pharaoh's heart, so that he won't budge. You know what I'm saying? Like, he refused to let the children of Israel go. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hit them with them 12 or 10 or 13 plagues or whatever. Hardened his heart so that he said, nah, I ain't letting the children of Israel go, man.
And that killed him.
That killed him.
He killed him. Took away his people, his servants. Left you stranded dry in the left you stranded in the motherfucking water. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Look at it. So pretty much when you compare what I said to that, you know what I mean? It explains itself.
Indeed.
I mean, but, you know, I just put it like this. A lot of people, you know, always want to question God. You know what I'm saying? But when something bad happens, who always get the credit? The devil, right? Oh, the devil made me do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't nothing but the devil. Oh, man, idle mind is the devil's playground. But then when you say something about God, oh, I don't know if that's real. That's what makes me know it is.
Not everybody gonna make it though, man.
Yeah, and like I said, the blind are still gonna be blind. And the ones that get the message and receive it, however you receive it, more everybody thinks that these messages that they're getting is different. When you intertwine it all together, whether you're Indian, Hindu, Shiva, I don't care who you praise, it comes to one thing. There's a head fucking honcho. That runs all of this shit in the universe and universes that we will have to answer to. So know that it's real. Because what else is keeping us the second closest thing to the sun from burning up all these fucking years that this earth has been here? You better respect his power.
You better respect mathematics, man.
Man, look.
All the planets is in perfect orbit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crashing into anything. Everything's been going on like this for millions of years, man. And you coming along, you little human fuck, and you want to question the greatness and the glory of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And then, you know that
flat. Where they come from, God?
I don't know, brother. I mean, but you know what I mean? I tell you this, you get being in this music industry, in this game, you definitely need to be strong with God, dog.
Dog-minded.
You know, if you not, nigga, you gonna get ate the fuck up.
And that's a fact.
Smooth. Like, if you don't know how to, like, be yourself, don't try to perpetrate, be nobody else. I'm saying you get further. But when you start perpetrating and trying to follow trends and follow people, you know what I'm saying, and doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying, and that's when your ass start getting caught up in bullshit.
Gotta stand firm on your square, man.
Yeah, man, straight up. And you gotta stand firm on it, don't move and don't budge. Like, I am who I am, and like, I mean, either you rock with me or you don't. You respect it or you don't. I mean, it's all love, it's all cool. You know what I'm saying? We all had different points of views and different aspects of life and shit. You know what I mean? So, but I respect everybody's shit, but you gonna respect mine too.
Exactly. You ain't gonna tell me what to think, who to be, nothing. I'm gonna be who I am, yo.
Bro, like I said, your mental gotta be strong. I don't give a fuck if you lift 600 pounds.
Don't matter.
I'm saying, if your motherfucking mental ain't strong, nigga, you could be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You gonna get fucked up in the game.
Thug-minded.
Like, man, it's your boy Ace talking, man. I'm telling you. I mean, like I've been through, like I said, I've been through the ups and downs. You know what I mean? Good things in the industry underground, bad things in the industry underground. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was all the experience.
You want to speak on some of that experience?
Like, well, you know, we got a couple stories. So, like, you know,
that's all I'm asking.
All right.
I don't know if you want to get into it or not. It's on you.
Like, okay. Like we was talking about Coolio, right?
Right.
All right. So, you know, we all in the studio session and everything, you know what I mean? So, you know, OG got some lights that he wanted to put on his Benz and shit. So we go outside, I'm walking him out there, you know what I mean? Everybody else stay in the studio, you know, make sure he good. So, you know what I mean? He, you know, opening his box, trying to put on his, you know, his lights on his car door. So we just started talking. I'm like, yo, OG, like, yo, I remember you growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Dangerous Minds, you know what I'm saying? Gangsta's Paradise and, you know, Keenan and Kel, you know, that was my show. And he was like, yeah, man. And he was like, everybody loved that show, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he was like, that was good for the kids.
No.
He was like, yo, that was good for the kids.
Thank you, brother.
I was like, word.
Funny.
And so pretty much like, you know, we started talking and I was like, yo, you know, Gangsta's Paradise, you know, that's multi-platinum. That's a classic.
Ain't that gold diamond?
Yeah, that's multi-platinum. That's beyond like
Fucking record, man.
you feel me? So when I said that to him, he still putting on his lights and shit, you know what I'm saying, in the car.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, on some real? Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna tell you this, nephew, that was a gift and a curse. I was like, yeah, I did the same thing you did. I was like, gift and a curse. You know what I mean? That was a track that was real. You know what I mean? That reached a lot of people. He was like, yeah, it did. But it caused a lot of controversy.
It took him to that Hollywood level, you know what I mean?
How you mean controversy?
Because the person, I forgot the brother that was on the hook. I forgot his name.
LV,
right? So him and LV
from South Central Cartel, right?
No, they were from different hoods.
No. But he's from a group called South Central Cartel. LV.
No, but what I'm saying, I know that, but what I'm talking about him and Coolio, right?
Right.
But so him and Coolio were from different hoods.
No doubt.
So their hoods were beefing. So when they did the song together and they blew up the way that it did, oh man.
Wasn't that supposed to unite the hoods though?
Yeah, it was supposed to, but it wasn't like that. It was a lot of beef because Cass didn't like them and Cass still didn't like them. And you know what I mean? He said it was a gift and a curse. It did some good things, but it also, you know, brought some bad things.
Damn.
I mean, so, you know, they didn't really care. They was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? They wasn't beefing no more. They know they was from different hoods. They was like, fuck it, we just did this shit hot. But their hoods were still beefing. You know what I mean? So.
Good politics.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, you know, that was a experience. And I was like, oh, damn, you know, I got some insight on, you know, one of the greatest songs ever. You know what I mean? And what was behind it. You know what I mean? Things like that, you know, or when I was sitting, I would say one time I had, the time when I met Styles, right? So that was like in New York, I had to fucking hop on the train real quick because I ain't had no car, come all the way from Jersey. I mean, I was just about to miss him coming out the taxi. To book him for the show, but when I got there, you know, OG was hella cool, you know what I'm saying? He did a video drop for us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sat there and parlayed, talked to us for a minute. I mean, you know, he was hella cool, you know what I mean? And then showed up on time to the show, you know what I'm saying? Did his numbers, you know what I'm saying? Show hella love to everybody. I mean, you know, that was cool. I got some more insight from Vado's manager one time. He was named Jay News. I mean, he told me long ago, like, yo, I heard your mixtape, and I met him through my boy Mel from Brooklyn. That was talking about. So he used to work for Interscope too. He was A&R.
Yeah.
So long story short, he was like, yo, all your shit tight. But he's like, you need that Biggie Juicy track. And everybody, he pretty much, that's what he said. You need that Biggie Juicy track and everything else you made that everybody gonna listen to. I guarantee you. I mean, that's how fucking hard it is to make a hit in the game, my nigga. When the nigga said,
what is it? Is it the formula that Hollywood tells us to fucking follow? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my thing, because you have that formula that Hollywood tells us to follow, but then you have those natural organic hits that just touch the world, man. Like Dangerous Minds was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta's Paradise, pardon me. That was like an organic joint, but it also was influenced by Stevie Wonder's Pastime Paradise, so maybe that's where they got that hit element from. But there's certain tracks, you know what I'm saying, that they don't have, like, for example, like Triumph didn't have a hook, bro, and that shit went worldwide, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a thin line, you know. That's something I never want to cross. I never want to cross that Hollywood line where it's like I lose touch with the peoples, you know what I mean? I want to have a hit. I want to have a hit where it's like, it hits, but it hits with the people first, not with the Hollywood industry people. Them, you know what I mean?
Right, but the thing is that what fucked me up is that it was 2013 and this nigga's talking about Biggie Juicy tracks. He's like, so niggas still couldn't motherfucking follow with Big Shoes.
That's rare. That's rare.
That's rare.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? When A&Rs tell you that, like, damn, like, I gotta come with that hit. You know what I mean? And a lot of these new young cats, they getting these little hits, these internet hits, and people liking these songs. No, but we talking about something that cats is playing in Africa. Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those Bob Marley joints that just go, you know, Tupac joints that just go worldwide. You know what I mean?
Just in America, like these men were known all over the world, just like Wu-Tang.
Exactly.
Known all over the world.
Worldwide.
That's what we strive for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's the whole point. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not the point of being famous. It's the point of making that connection to the people.
Reaching the people.
You know what I'm saying? That's what MC is. You know what I mean? That's the master of ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, yeah, let's get into that. But, you know, but for the most part, yeah, that's some of my experiences, man. You know what I mean? You know, and the bad ones, you know, shit, like, let's see, I got into, like, those shows that we did. Like, we took losses on those shows.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because, one, those are my first two shows I promoted, and they were, like, big name. You feel me? But I booked all the talent. I got the bars and everything ordered. I got everything paid for. But the return wasn't what we thought it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we still invested in another show, and then weather conditions happened. So it was like, you know what I mean? You know, you try, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But, you know, the point is I had people that was, you know, backing me, that believed in what I was doing, and they saw that, you know, the money that I was given, you know what I mean? I went and I did what I was supposed to do with it. And when we took the loss, I was man enough to make that phone call. You know what I mean? So those are people I still talk to today. You know what I mean?
Relationships, man. You know? Relationships is priceless more than the money. It's like I said before, you know, building bridges, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. And sometimes, like, it ain't even about the win or the loss. It's about the person you are. How are you? How are you going to act? How are you going to act when you get that loss?
How you going to handle the loss?
Exactly. You going to run or try to duck and hide? Nah, nigga, my name on the contracts. Ain't nowhere I can go. You
know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of niggas out there that just like, they still on some try to blame it on, like, nah, it's like, what's my name, nigga? I have to take full accountability for it. It's like a captain when the ship sink, the captain sink with the fucking ship, nigga. I mean, it's an honorable thing to do, man.
But yo, I can't forget my homeboys and my brother Super Styles, man. My producer. If it wasn't for this man supplying me with them beats, a lot of these projects wouldn't even came out, bro. Like, I mean,
East to West and shit.
Yeah. Like, he was on the East to West. He was on the Evils mainly. That was all his beats.
Hey, yo, go check out my man Ace's projects, man. East to West. What's the name of the other ones, guys?
The Evils from the East to West.
Check out the Evils.
Yeah, the Revelation. Yeah, the Evils. You know, that's a joint with me and you, and all they see is niggas.
Indeed, God, indeed.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro. You know that track. You know that shit was dope. I love that shit still to this day.
Me too. It's a
I mean,
classic.
Me too, it's a classic. I just shared it
man.
recently, man.
Yeah, bro. I saw that too. I was like, yo, that beat crazy. How we vibe was ridiculous on that.
Word.
Word.
But for the most part, yeah, the Revelation and the Elevation, those are my 4 projects I got up there. I'm working on now. I got a couple singles with the homie Obnoxious out there in Philly. And
Shout out to
Obnoxious, man.
Yeah, Married to the Streets. And I mean, go check that out too. That's on the Spotify. Yeah, that shit hard.
That's tough.
Good. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we just working over here. Shout out to my homie Brett Fuentes. You know what I mean? He
Shout out
to Fooey Band, Fooey Records. I mean, I just shot a video for them, you know what I'm saying? Rock Band,
Saw that.
Dope Cats, you know what I'm saying? I mean, good brother. He actually just shot my video this past Sunday, so, you know, he edited his now.
I'm
looking forward to seeing that, man.
Yeah. We shot it to one of the songs on our project called The Elevation. It's called Keep It 100. So yeah, he made all the beats. So, cause like he was that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you about this. Like, you know, this is one of the good parts of the game. So, me and him met through an individual who we thought was cool through music, but wound up she wasn't. But we still wound up linking and doing business when it came to, you know, doing a project. And we did a project together. He was trying to bring the rock and roll to the rap. And I was trying to bring the rap to the rock and roll. So he was really digging the image and the idea. And he has a whole house of guitars, drums, man, speakers galore. You know what I mean? Like, he makes his own instrument sounds, the whole 9, maracas, xylophones, pianos. You know what I mean?
That's peace.
Yeah, you know, and Brett works hard, man. So we got linked up, we did our shit, you know what I mean? And we've been friends ever since for like 10 years. You know what I mean? So good ties, good relationships. People know who you are, you know, the individual you are. You know what I mean? And these 2 people that I just mentioned, Vlad and Brett, they know the person that I am. So that's why I still have those ties and connections with them, along with others who know me either personally or through business. And they know how I roll. So it's like, you move right, you get blessings. I mean, you ain't got to be rich, you ain't got to be famous, you ain't got to have millions of dollars to get the respect. I mean, get the love. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be
all about your character, you know?
Right, man. I mean, you know, cats
gotta be a stand-up, honorable dude out here, man.
Right, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, I got shit, you know, that I don't like that I went through in the game. Y'all niggas know. You know what I mean?
Build on that, God. Ain't no motherfucking senses around here, none of that shit.
But speak on what you want to speak on, though.
Yeah.
I put it like this, because, you know, I'm going to keep it classy like my homeboys in the Wu-Tang, dude. I ain't going to say no names.
Peace.
I mean, peace. But, you know, went through a situation, you know what I mean, out in the West, you know, with an individual. I mean, it was wrongly accused.
So we're not saying that. I was just double checking.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, whatever makes them comfortable.
But they know who I'm talking about, man.
Indeed.
And they've been squawking and watching my shit. I mean, but you know, the cats I was cool with out there in the West Side, the cats I was cool with out there that I mentioned, you know, all them cats, we was all cool, you know, chilling around each other. I mean, there's one cat, you know, I'm working with him. We close, like, damn near, we like, you know, damn near brother, like little brother, he my big brother type shit, you feel me? Got me working in the studio with him, 09. So, long story short, you know what I mean, been through a couple little situations with him, helped him out, he helped me out, you know what I mean, but not really. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he got into some shit. You know what I mean? And I got caught in the fire how on some bullshit and got accused of some bullshit that I didn't do. So all of a sudden now it was friction and conflict between me and this person after he was online, you know, shouting me out making video drops and all that shit, telling people about.
I saw all that.
Yeah, you feel me? So you already know. They know too. I mean, never received an apology after you was moved, after you was proven wrong.
Hold on, can we get into the
Can we get-
accusation, God? What did the said person accuse you of, man?
Choose you up, man.
Oh, this person accused me of messing with their wife.
No proof.
No proof.
Was dead wrong.
Like, at least if you have
Like, at
proof,
least if you
know
have
what I'm saying?
proof.
But if you ain't got no proof, that just make you look even crazier. You know, a wise man once said, never assume, because when you assume, you make an ass out of you, not me. And all of that is in the word assume. Ass is in the word assume, you is in the word assume, and me is in the word assume. So when you assume anything, you make an ass out of you, not me, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, whether they together or not, that's not my business. But all I know is that, his wife proved his ass wrong. You know what I mean?
Lie detector test and all that. I want to name names, but I'm going to respect you, though, God.
That's mad.
Niggas is good in their hood, but let's talk about worldwide gangster shit, nigga. Let's talk about international thugging, man. Let's talk about if you a real stand-up dude worldwide, if you an honorable brother or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know no honorable man that will move like that, God, respectfully.
I know it pissed you off, and I know you want to say the name bad as hell, because you already know we brothers, we talk about everything. So I know you just want to.
I do. But at the same time, I'm respecting him, and at the same time, I'm thinking, is it even worth it? You know what I mean?
Indeed.
But it's just the point that to show you that, sometimes, cats just look for the littlest things to try to dim your light or try to come up with something because they have nothing else on you, because you're not the individual that they thought you were going to be, I guess. Like a ruthless motherfucker. Nah, I'm not. I'm a cool ass nigga. As long as you keep me cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm loyal, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, doing some fuck shit, then, that loyalty shit, I mean, that thing, it alters. And then you become an associate or, you know what I mean, or friend. Maybe if that, or a foe. You know what I mean? But I just put it like this, man. I ain't trying to make no enemies with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doing what they do. They trying to survive and make cool with their family. And I respect that. I respect any man that's trying to do that. But I would never tolerate nobody trying to defame or disgrace my name. So it's like, with that situation, it's still, everybody telling you, let it go, be breezy. But, it's still kind of unsolved because there was no apology given. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, at the end of the day, you got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool, and I keep going, and cats out there, they either rock with him or some of them rock with me, or, you know what I mean? And some of the cats that met me knew I got good vibes when I met them, and, you know what I mean? And we still talk, you know what I mean? But, that's a homie too, you know what I mean? At the same time. So, it's either or, but at the end of the day, love is love. But, I ain't going to kiss nobody's ass, man.
No, that's a fact.
You're a righteous brother. And that gives you freedom.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I think that's what, also, scares people away too, is like, when you see projects that I drop, that's called The Revelation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's a song on there called The Revelation where I'm talking about shit that's like biblical and shit like that. And I'm around gangsters or gangster rappers. I mean, they spit some conscious shit here and there, but they're mostly what? Gangster rap. Mm-hmm. I mean, so when I'm spitting what I spit, it kind of like, I could get on their level, but that's not being me.
And maybe subconsciously they feel like they're guilty.
And they feel some kind of like, yeah, guilty, but also like
you hit it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. It's like
they feel guilty that they should be doing the same shit you on, but they're not.
But they want to get the paper, you know what I mean? They're focused on what sells, right?
Yeah, they selling out for the buck.
Sold their soul.
Yes. The funny part is that y'all say they selling out, but shit, they got their fan base already. So if they want to get on the shit that I'm on, they can get on the shit that they on. They got people that's following. It's
Facts.
already done. Like, but no, you choose to still stay in that mindset and stage that has kept our people down for so long.
The darkness, you know?
The darkness, you know?
Yeah. You win it for the dough, for the stream, for the money.
For the
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's not about, you know, trying to help other artists come up. You still doing shit with the artists that you pretty much came up with. Y'all just older now. So, you know what I mean? So it's just, y'all can do features here and there, but it's only people, you know what I mean, that y'all know.
And respectfully, I don't think these brothers is any relevant anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, the new generation don't know nothing about these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I'd say a few of them still are, you know what I mean, because they stay, you know, whether it's like, you know, either interviews or public, you know what I mean, they, you know, still show their face, or they, you know, so some of them do have relevance.
but that brother in particular, I don't see him doing nothing. Like, I just see him on the gram and shit. Respectfully.
I see him do, you know what I mean, up close and personal, like, yo, you know what I mean, he got fans and shit, you know what I'm saying, overseas and shit like that. I seen him do a few, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna knock him, clown nobody, like, you know what I mean, he got some cats that follow him. Yeah, he got some cats that follow him, you know what I'm saying, he got some dope ass music. I never take nobody's talent away from him.
He's definitely got that.
I ain't no hater like that, you know what I'm saying, I just don't like, you know what I mean, you supposed to be my big brother and I'm supposed to be your little brother, you know what I mean, on some bullshit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and you know that you want to bullshit, my nigga. Like, but, you know, it's all good, though. And, you know what I mean? That's how I put it. Yeah. It is what it is, my nigga.
They feel threatened by you, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
My humble opinion.
Nah, definitely. And I know why he could say that, because he recognizes himself in you, because a lot of people feel threatened about him. And a lot of people feel threatened about me as well. And we come on that humble peace righteousness. But I guess that's what really makes people uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's like your righteousness makes their demons uncomfortable, man, when you come around them. I mean,
well said.
Right, bro. And that's why I walk around with this symbol on. Because it's going to protect me.
Watch this broadcast over again and just zoom in.
Is that your logo on Instagram?
No, that's the triangle though.
Okay.
But so I just got that stands for my A. So that's really all the meanings behind that. I actually did that off a professional logo maker. So it's an app. No, that's a dope logo. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm looking for something with A's, but you know, they had corny shit. So I'm like, you know what? This is probably the closest thing that looks kind of appealing. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit was dope, man. But for the most part, yeah, bro, that's why, you know, you got to keep these demons away, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pray for them too, because like sometimes all they need is prayer for them demons to leave that person. You know what I mean? It's like, some demons,
like, and they say in the Bible, or like the Messiah said in the Bible, some demons you really got to like fast and pray, man, because some demons is just really stubborn. I mean,
be out that Lord.
And I mean, like, you know, just like in the Testament of Solomon, it said again, like certain demons, all you had to do when he asked the demons to summon them, he was like, who frustrates you? He was like, and there was always an angel, or they would say Emaculate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
so
hard.
And the demons are summoned?
So
every demon choice but to tell the truth type shit.
Every demon had an archangel or an angel over them that frustrated them.
Right.
That's
real shit. Make me want to go read that book again, man.
I know. So Solomon had more help from God assured when the angels that frustrated them appeared over them, and they asked, and Solomon asked them certain questions about him, and are they being truthful? Because certain angels play like, yes, he's being truthful. You know what I mean? Uriel, Raphael,
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Michael, Emmanuel, you know what I mean? Like they were frustrating a lot of demons.
Notice
And
how
they were-
all
Notice
those
how all
angels
those-
have L at the end of their name.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
mine is
You know,
Uriel.
L.
You know what L
You know
means
what L
in
means in
Hebrew, right?
Hebrew, right?
Yeah, Elohim.
Nah, but
Nah, but
so
L-
L is the singular version of the word God, and Elohim is the plural. So they're the plural. So when you see Emmanuel, L means God. So it's really Emmanuel, the God, or Rapha, the God, or Mika, the God, or Uri, the God.
That's peace.
Mhm.
All of them have
Yeah.
L at the end of their name. The only mistake I made, as I said, Emmanuel. Emmanuel actually means in Hebrew, it means God is among us. You know what I mean?
us.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Mhm.
but when you see the archangels
see
and
the
the angels got
archangels
the L at the end of their name, that's the God.
Mhm.
I fucks with
And
that.
then you gotta understand there's also a difference between archangels and guardian angels.
Absolutely.
Mm.
But my understanding is
From my
seven
understanding is seven
archangels.
Y'all break that down for me though.
All right, for every two angels you have, everybody has two angels and two demons.
Word.
Break it down.
Break it down.
Because once again, through the Testament of Solomon, it was broken down to where, all right, your guardian angels are the ones that are always with you, right? But the archangels can appear anywhere at any given time.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Okay, so you have two different angels over you, so that matches the two demons that you may have on.
But as God, I see that respectfully as God. I see all of that as different elements of myself. You know,
That's
because
peace.
nothing exists outside of me. Nothing. I am God. The universe is within me and I am within the universe. I am one. You know what I'm saying? So it's all different aspects of myself. I just gotta get, and it comes back to what we were talking about before, is you really gotta learn how to control and master yourself before you can master any of this shit, because all of this shit is just an extension or aspect of self.
Indeed.
I mean,
I'm gonna correct you on one thing, my brother.
talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice.
We are gods, but we are a God. We're not God.
But this is the thing
Because
now.
This is the
This is a very good subject
but-
now.
This is a very good subject.
If I am one with
wait,
God.
wait.
I am
Oh, I'm
one
listening.
with
Pardon,
God.
sir.
Wait.
Oh, I'm listening. So,
Yes, we're one with God. But see, the thing is, where a lot of brothers get it messed up is that, you know what I mean, and this is why a lot of the misinterpretation from 5%ers comes from, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like I said, I follow Islam, period. I don't follow one faction, but I do follow the teachings of the 5% Nation.
Muhammad.
And you know what I mean?
Okay.
Which is still the nation's teaching, and whether they want to admit it or not.
The Nation of Islam.
To a certain extent,
To a certain
indeed.
extent, indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
Right. But
120.
Clarence X came from them. So
Supreme wisdom.
he was a part of them. He was a part of them one time, and he got the message from Elijah.
Indeed, but then he put his own spin on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he put his own spin on it. I mean, and some of the times the nation still talks the same things, but you know what I mean? But at the same time, yes, I am God. I do create my own. I do build to destroy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the power to make the sun. I don't have the power. I have the power to make the physical sun. I'm talking about the stars.
This is how much.
The stars in the sky, the planets, the universe.
No. I respect and I agree with all of that.
But I am a God.
But I agree with all that. But from my humble perspective, and this comes more from this book that I read called Black Root Science, that I hold that book in high regard, because it really made me see a very clear picture of what I always knew. And it's like, yeah, God created all things. You know, he created the sun. And you're talking about like a capital G-O-D, or the Most High God that created all things. But, you know, when the Elohim in the Quran and in the Bible, when the Elohim said, let us create man in our image, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's more so like I'm God that took on a physical form on earth. I'm just a physical representation or manifestation of that God from this humble perspective, this spot here on earth, this moment in time. This is me, God, in the flesh, right here, right now. But guess what? He's also in you, depending on your level of understanding of that and how you move. And it comes back to what we were saying before as well, is that a lot of these brothers don't know who they are. If they knew who they were, they wouldn't be so jealous, so hateful, so low vibrational. They would start acting accordingly, because God is not a liar. The devil is a liar. You know, God speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So every time people speak the truth, that's God speaking through them. So yes, I agree. This physical vessel is not God, but the God that created all things, including the sun, moon, and stars, is present within this physical vessel right here, right now. All praises due. You heard?
Peace.
So I choose to live that out.
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully.
Now, I'll put it this way, and you can also put this aspect on it as well. Now, you are God and he's within you, right? So you see how the Greeks and the Romans, they got their philosophies off of, you know, the gods having their powers and each one having their powers, like Hermes, he fly through the air.
Yeah, the god of music, the god of music, the god of this, the god of that, the god of war.
So what is your power? As a pagan. No, not celebrating the pagan, but it's an example of saying, what is your power as a god?
Well, from my understanding, it's like those people were worshiping ancestors, you know.
Even Kemet, they were doing that, right?
Yeah, the Greeks took it from Kemet. They just took Kemet's whole pantheon and they just translated the fucking names from what? From Heru is the Greek version, but y'all know what I mean. They took Osiris and made him Heru, if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's a lot of digging when you go back to the times, like, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people say, oh, Jesus ain't real. Like, I get so fucking mad, right? So, because, like, you know what I mean? They say that the devil comes in many forms, right? You know, back to him, giving him his credit, right? So why can't God and Allah come in many forms throughout the time of man?
Peace.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, no man is perfect, but God can still come through them.
There's definitely perfection in man. Man is not perfect, but the potential of perfection is definitely in man.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's what gets me. Like I said, people always give the devil his credit, but when it comes to God, it's always some question.
That's a fact. And I argue with my uncle a lot, man. My uncle quick to tell me, yo, the devil has power, but the devil has power. I said, yo,
he gives them power.
Yeah, you giving them power. It's like, yo, listen, if everybody could agree on the fact that God is almighty, if God is almighty, then what power does anything have outside of God?
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? All power belongs to the Most High God. What power can you have if all power belongs to the Most High? Only power I got is because I choose to line up with the Most High. I choose to unite with the Most High. I choose to be home. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the only way.
That's the only way to have true power.
Anything else will lead you to destruction.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with something else. It's always been a saying that, you know what I mean, that's been around that people overlook. You gotta go through the darkness to get to the light.
You gotta go through hell to come out right.
There you go.
That's a fact, though.
I mean, how the fuck else you gonna learn the truth if you don't go through some hell?
That's what I call refinement. Refinement.
Jadakiss said it too. He was like, you gotta go.
I agree with that.
Gold gotta go through fire.
So like,
when you find gold in the streets, or not in the streets, but when you find gold in a mine, It's not shiny right away. You gotta refine that through the fire for it to come out shiny and fully refined, pure gold, you know?
Indeed.
And the same thing for pressure make diamonds shit. I mean.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like anything, God can bless you, could bless anybody to be a fucking prophet. Shit, most of the prophets were drunks and alcoholics, womanizers.
Yeah. But you gotta choose yourself.
You
gotta choose yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta choose yourself.
Yeah. You gotta battle your lower self with your higher self.
You gotta go through it.
You gotta conquer your lower self.
Now we getting
That's
into
equality.
the Moors.
Say that again.
That's equality.
You feel me? Justice, equality.
Say that again.
Now we getting into the Moors.
The
'Cause
Moors.
Now you got the parts.
The wars.
Yeah, the brothers and sisters, the brothers and sisters and Moors. Now
Yo,
you got the part. You get into the part.
We're gonna touch.
Pawn self. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Pawn self. Go ahead.
I mean, but yeah, like long story short, with them, they have the missing time when Jesus was out of the Bible when he was missing all them years. And guess what it was?
Yeah,
It's a book called
It's a book called
The Unknown Life
The Unknown Life
of
of
Jesus.
of
I read
Jesus.
that.
I read that.
He was in India.
He was in it.
He was in it. You know this shit,
I know the shit, nigga.
Yo, my man's was in India studying Buddhism and Krishna and all that.
Buddhism and Krishna and all that.
The Illuminati hating that.
Dynamic.
Yo, you chopping up right now, man. I think that's the sign for us to we gotta wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up and
we're gonna come back and tackle these other subjects. Yeah, definitely gonna spin the block. You already know. Because yo, my man touching into some deep shit. That's the shit that's gonna be fire for the next episode, yeah?
I can dig it,
no doubt.
Word up,
Nice
bro.
build still.
Yo, man, I appreciate the love from y'all again, man. You already know I love the building sessions, man. I appreciate the platform. Shout out to everybody who was watching. Shout out to all my folks, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my peoples out there in Canada, you know what I'm saying? In Montreal, you know what I'm saying? The whole camp. I mean, yo, man, love. Ace out, man.
We appreciate you, guys. Salute to you.
And again, we're gonna do this again.
You already know.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Yo, appreciate y'all, love.
Hello.
Yeah.
Salute.
One.
One. Peace.
Yeah, y'all. So there it is. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? Artcraft Immaculate. You know, great build. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get in. Yeah, it's good to get into the biblicals. It's good to get into the Quran. It's good to get into these things because knowledge is infinite, and it's only right you get different perspectives, different versions, because you don't know what's gonna resonate with you. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely take the knowledge and wisdom, build on the truth, destroy what's untrue. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Pick and choose. You know what I mean? Wisely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, discernment. You know.
Yeah.
Discernment, brothers.
Most def.
Yo, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, comment. You know, let us know your thoughts, what y'all think about all this crazy, spiritual, spaced out shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, positive or negative, we welcome it all. You know what I'm saying? On that note, yo, listen, one love to the world. You know what I'm saying?
One love.
Peace to the gods and the earths out there. You know
Peace
what I'm
to the
saying?
gods and the earths, the kings and the queens,
Make sure to check
and
out
the babies.
Yeah, the babies, man. That's the best part, man. We love y'all forever.
up.
That's my word is bond. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Make sure to go check out mtlstreets.com. You know what I'm saying? For your updates on entertainment, local entertainment, Montreal. You know what I mean? Word up. Go pick up the Grand Rising album.
Spotify, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Apple Music, anywhere you get your music, really.
It's
You
all
can put it on your
platforms.
TikTok videos, you can put it on your Instagram stories, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Your Instagram posts. We're everywhere with it, you know what I'm saying?
All platforms, you heard? All platforms, man.
Yeah.
And hit them up on the IG for the physical copy. You heard? Look, it go like this.
You know,
It's real.
if you're a collector, you know what I'm saying, and you want to build up your collection, because you never know what could happen to the internet one day, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have your physical to really and to live the culture, you know what I'm saying? to live that.
You know what I'm saying? And also, if you just want to be supporter of the culture, because
yeah, that money goes straight to me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and we are top tier representatives of this culture called hip hop.
Most
You heard?
definitely. And we're gonna show and prove it even more for what's to come. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm gonna manifest my knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Say
And
that.
I'm gonna show y'all what's really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all what y'all need, not what y'all want, but what y'all need. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Say that.
I'm the fruit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fruit. I'm not the processed food. You know what I mean? That y'all been eating. That's gonna make y'all die and get diabetes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Impossible is nothing. You heard?
I'm electric fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Long live Muhammad Ali as well.
Yeah, long live Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Champion.
Bring back the dead. You heard? Or that's just how I feel.
Bring back the dead.
MTLstreets.com.
Fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bring them back, man. They're going to come back regardless. You know what I'm saying?
They're coming back to the true and living. You know what I'm saying?
Looking forward to that. I mean, yo, MTLstreets.com, thugminded.com. Peace. Check us out on IG. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
And Black Messiah Talkz Podcast. We out. Oh, one more last thing. Make sure you go check out that Killer Priest podcast. You know what I'm saying? And also, go check out the Moon Cricket album. Yeah? Killer Priest, Lord Fury, DJ Merciless.
Peace to those brothers, you know?
Salute, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Salute. Carlito the Kid. Sadat X.
Yeah. We the gods, understand that. The best part, we demand that. We the pro-righteous teachers, unlimited features, original graph. I'm not lying, yo, it's all in the math. We the gods, understand that. The best part, we demand that. We the pro-righteous teachers, unlimited features, original graph. I'm not lying, yo, it's all in the math.
Children of the Most High, original Israelites, not Israelians. Look within, see the light. We colonized by aliens, some call them fallen angels. Low dimensional beings, only moving in angles. Never straightforward, only sideways. Spineless, snake skin, reptilian race. Cause of a crime wave against universal law. Third rock from the sun, right here, right now. But trust the war's already won before it ever begun. The Most High's will is done, as above, so below. Love is love, we all one. As within, so without. Exhale, inhale. Count your breaths and your blessings escape from your inner hell. The physical's a reflection of that which is spiritual. Know thyself and you'll know all individuals. Everything is everything. Overcome the ego and manifest heaven on earth. We God's people.
We the gods, understand that. The best part, we demand that. We the pro-righteous teachers, unlimited features, original graph. I'm not lying, yo.